This continues to be the most anti-American administration in American history. Now they want convictions for the domestic terrorists that attacked our Capitol thrown out. Justice Department moves to toss seditious conspiracy convictions of Oathkeepers and Proud Boys. The Justice Department on Tuesday asked the federal appeals court to throw out the seditious conspiracy convictions of Proud Boys and Oathkeepers leaders who were sentenced to prison terms for leading members of the far-right extremist groups into attacking the U.S. Capitol to keep President Donald Trump in the White House over 5 years ago. Trump commuted the prison sentences of several Proud Boys and Oathkeepers leaders last January in a sweeping act of clemency for all 1,500-plus defendants charged in the January 6, 2021 attack. The request by the Justice Department would go a step further and erase the convictions for the extremist group leaders, including Oathkeepers founder Stuart Rhodes. In court filings, prosecutors asked the U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia Circuit to vacate the convictions so that the government can permanently dismiss the indictments. The government's motion to vacate, in this case, is consistent with its practice of moving the Supreme Court to vacate convictions in cases where the government has decided, in its prosecutorial discretion, that the dismissal of a criminal case is in the interest of justice. Motions that the Supreme Court routinely grants, prosecutors wrote in a court filing signed by the U.S. Attorney Judge Boxwine. Juries in Washington, D.C. convicted the Proud Boys and Oathkeepers leaders of orchestrating violent plots to stop the peaceful transfer of power after Trump's 2020 election loss to Democratic President Joe Biden. So somebody in MAGA explained to me how this is in the best interest of justice. These people were convicted of attacking our Capitol violently. They were convicted of planning to attack our Capitol violently. They talked on social media about attacking our Capitol violently for weeks. Trump encouraged them to come to the nation's Capitol and do his bidding. They attacked police officers. They broke into the Capitol building. They stole property. They smeared shit on the walls. And they were trying to capture and hang the presidential line of succession live on Facebook on the front lawn of the Capitol building. The fact that they're not all rotting in prison for the remainder of their lives is disgusting enough. In what world does this serve justice? Vacating their convictions. It's like it never happened. You ever see that scene in Schindler's List where the leader of the camp, Amon Goth, says to the troops, "For 600 years, there has been a Jewish Krakow. After tonight, those years are just, those centuries are, for 6 centuries, that's right, those years are just a rumor. They never happen." You don't just get to rewrite history to fit your narrative, but that's what we're doing.